All right, let's dive into something that affects every single one of us every single day, our digital identity. We're going to take a hard look at why the way we live online right now is, frankly, broken. But more importantly, we're going to explore a new way forward, a way for us to take back control. So, let's get into it.
Okay, let's just kick things off with a really big question. I want you to think about all your accounts, your social media, your email, your online banking. Who's really in charge of all that information? Is it you? Or is it the companies holding all that data on their servers? And I'll give you a little hint, the answer is probably not the one you want to hear.
And look, the reality is, the way we've been doing things has led us straight into a massive crisis of trust. We hand over our most personal data and we just hope for the best. We hope it's kept safe. But let's be real. With the constant data breaches and the way our info gets used behind the scenes, that trust is broken. The system itself is failing.
And here is the core, uncomfortable truth of the internet today. If the service you're using is free, you are not the customer. You are the product. Every single click, every search, every little piece of your personal life you share is being gathered up, packaged, and sold. Our identities have literally been turned into a commodity, and we've completely lost control.
You know, this whole setup has also created a massive security nightmare. When a single company stores millions or even billions of user accounts on one central server, they're not just building a database. What they're really building is a honeypot. It's this giant, irresistible target for hackers. And when it gets breached, millions of identities can be stolen all at once.
So yeah, let's just call it what it is. We are in a full-blown digital identity crisis. It's all built on a foundation that was just never meant to handle the kind of world we live in today.
Okay, when you lay it all out like this, the weak spots become so obvious, right? First off, your identity is just scattered all over the place. That creates these single points of failure we talked about. It's why we see these massive data breaches almost every day. It's what allows companies to track us, build these crazy detailed profiles on us, and then influence our behavior. And to top it all off, you're locked in. You can't take your data or your reputation with you. It's their walled garden, and we're all just living in it.
And this quote, man, it just absolutely nails the problem. This isn't really about one bad company or one good one. The entire model, this idea that any single organization can be trusted to protect the private data of billions of people forever, it's just fundamentally flawed. It was always going to fail.
Okay, so that's the bad news. But what if there was a totally different way to do this? What if we could build a system where you are the one in charge? This brings us to a really powerful idea: reclaiming your data sovereignty.
So, the entire solution is built on this one principle: data sovereignty. It sounds fancy, but it's actually a pretty simple and revolutionary idea. It means you, and only you, are the true owner of your data. You hold the keys. You decide who gets to see your information, when they get to see it, and for how long. It puts the power right back where it belongs, in your hands.
So let's just put these two worlds side by side for a second. Over on the left, you've got today's web. It's centralized. Your data is stuck on their servers. But on the right, you see this new decentralized vision. Here, your data lives in your own personal identity vault. Think of it like a super secure digital wallet that only you can open. There's no giant honeypot for hackers to attack, because you and your vault are in control of your own security. So how does this actually work in the real world? Well, one of the smartest things about this new model is that it gets that we don't have to be the exact same person everywhere we go online. It introduces this really cool two-tiered approach to who you are.
Okay, here's the breakdown. You basically get two types of identity. First, you have your verified core ID. This is for the serious, high-stakes stuff, like online banking or signing a legal contract. But then, for everything else, just browsing the web, leaving a comment, hanging out on forums, you can create as many anonymous aliases as you want. And here's the kicker. They are completely disconnected from your real identity. Companies can't link them together to track you across the internet.
And this, right here, is the key. This is maybe the most important takeaway. In this new system, privacy isn't some setting you have to dig through menus to find. It's the default. You are private and anonymous by default unless you make the specific choice to use your verified identity for something important.
Now for the big one. Let's talk about the single weakest link in our entire digital security system, the password. We all know they're a massive pain and they're a huge security risk. Well, this new system, it gets rid of them completely.
So how in the world do you log in without a password?
Well, it's kind of like a secret cryptographic handshake. You go to a website and say, "Hey, let me in." The website sends back a unique, one-time puzzle, a challenge that only your device can solve. Your identity vault then solves it using your private key and sends back the proof. The secret key itself, the thing that's actually you, never ever leaves your device. It's like proving you have the key to a door without ever actually showing the key to anyone. It is so much more secure than any password could ever be.
You know, all of this, it's about so much more than just better logins or more privacy. Technology like this is the fundamental building block for the next evolution of the internet. An internet that's actually, finally, built around us, the users.
This is what a lot of people are starting to call Web4. See, if Web3 was all about decentralized applications, Web4 is about a decentralized you. It's about building an internet where trust and privacy aren't afterthoughts. They're baked in from the start. It puts you, the user, right at the very center of your own online world. And that really brings us to this incredibly powerful final thought. This isn't just some tech upgrade we're talking about. In a world where our digital lives and our real lives are completely tangled together, protecting our identity online is no different than protecting our own personal freedom.
Because let's be honest, the current system is guaranteed to keep on failing. Central servers will keep getting breached. Our data will continue to be exploited. Switching to a decentralized sovereign identity isn't a luxury anymore. It's about ensuring we can live freely and safely in this digital age. It's truly a necessity for our digital survival. So I guess the final question is for you. After seeing how broken the current system is and what the alternative looks like, are you ready to stop being the product and start reclaiming your digital self? The technology is here. The choice is ours to make. Thanks for tuning in.